Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Trey, and I want to talk about Birds of Prey, Dawn of DC, and I want to also talk about Batman versus Catwoman, Gotham War. Which honestly, Gotham War is terrible. I haven't read Birds of Prey, but I have an idea, and I wanted to share this with you guys before I lose this thought. So, let's talk about Catwoman. But we're not going to talk about the Catwoman that you're thinking I'm talking about. Okay? We're going to be going back to 2004. And do you guys remember what happened in 2004? We had got a Catwoman movie. But it was starring Halle Berry. Yeah, that's right. I'm going to be talking about Patience Phillips Catwoman. And bear with me. I know a lot of you guys know, let's be honest, that movie was garbage. The movie was hot crap. All right, I get it. It was horrible. It was horrible. I admit it. It was Jesus Christ. All right, it was a horrible movie. But Halle Berry looked as sexy as hell in that Catwoman costume. But what I want to do is let's incorporate Patience Phillips into Dawn of DC. Now, bear with me right now. So if you guys know, Birds of Prey is right now doing some Dawn of DC, and the team consists of Zalix, Harley Quinn, Big Barda, Black Canary, and Cassandra Cain, Batgirl, which I like everybody but Harley Quinn. Harley Quinn needs to go. And what we're going to do is, not only are we going to get rid of Harley Quinn, we're going to bring in Patience Phillips Catwoman, but we're also going to bring in Zilix, I believe is her name, or Sublime, I believe if it's her name. She's another member of the Wildcats, and the reason why I'm saying that is because she has the ability to change her density muscles, and I think that'll be a great addition. But the reason why I want to bring in Patience Phillips Catwoman is, what I'm going to do is I'm going to tie the Batman versus Catwoman Gotham War in with the mission that Black Canary has to. Oh, and we're also going to bring in Lady Blackhawk, because I don't know what the hell they were doing by not bringing in Lady Blackhawk. Like, how the hell do you have Birds of Prey and she's not even there? Because she's the pilot. She's the one that can fly them in and out of the area or whatever. Bringing her back, we're definitely going to bring her back. And the reason why I wanted to bring all of this in is because, let's be honest, Batman vs. Catwoman is terrible. But what I'm thinking is, because Selena Kyle is teaching criminals or whatever, there is some mystical mumbo jumbo thing that Patience Phillips is in Gotham for, which this urges the eye of Catwoman, and this creates like, hey boss, you know, we were robbed by, we got stopped by Catwoman. We got stopped by you. And she was like, no, I'm Catwoman. But without knowing that Patience Phillips is Catwoman as well, which we're going to tie that mystical, magical mumbo jumbo shit that they were doing in the first Catwoman movie, where we're going to tie that in to, we're going to tie that into the whole Gotham War thing or whatever. Because the reason why Patience Phillips been going around getting mystical cat things or whatever, or something like that, you know, we're just gonna, does it really need to make sense at this point? No, not really. We're just gonna bullshit a little bit. You know what I mean? We're gonna bullshit a little bit. And the reason why I'm saying it is because her mission is to grab some kind of cat mystical thing, but it's, you know, in possession of this criminal thing that, you know, Selena Kyle's team is targeting or whatever. This puts her in direct ire of Catwoman, Selena Kyle, but she also realized that what Catwoman is doing isn't right, because, you know, that's not what the Selena Kyle that she heard, because, you know, Catwoman is very popular, so she kind of modeled herself off of Catwoman too. Like, you know, even though Catwoman, Patience Phillips Catwoman is more mystical in nature and has cat-like abilities that Selena Kyle does not have, Selena Kyle is still well known around the DC universe. So she's trying to figure out what's going on, and that kind of puts her in direct correlation with Batman, who Batman and Damian Wayne Robin is trying to figure out like what the hell is going on, which you can kind of tie in, bringing in Patient Phillips, teaming up with Batman and Damian Wayne to take on Selina Kyle and the Bat family and stop the Gotham War, which she'll be like a major kind of like, person that'll help Batman in the Gotham War. Once that happens, she's going to be shipped off to Birds of Prey run. And the reason why I'm saying that is because since she's been around the world, she has contacts and stuff like that, which Black Canary knows about her. And she heard about the Gotham War event, so she goes to Gotham before Patient Phillips leaves and asks Patience to come with them on the mission. So instead of having Harley Quinn there for no fucking reason, because Harley Quinn shouldn't even be there, she should be in fucking jail. I don't care what nobody say. I just treat a criminal like a criminal. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to see her anti-hero no more. If Harley Quinn is involved, it's because she's doing her own villainous thing that she was sent by somebody else or whatever and stuff like that. And honestly, I'd rather her be sent by Joker to kind of mix up and distract Black Canary or the group from doing what they need to do, so everybody's kind of conflicted or whatever. Even though Black Canary knows about Patient Phillips, she's reluctant to work with Patient Phillips because she knows about a little bit of her exploitation, but Patient Phillips can get them into areas that Black Canary contacts can't. You see what I'm saying? You see how I'm bringing that in? You see how I'm bringing it in? Not only do you kind of redeem Patient Phillips' Catwoman, you also have a good reasoning to bring her into the main continuity. That way you can still have two Catwomans, but one happens to be black, but not trying to replace Selina Kyle, but she is already a Catwoman because of her abilities that they call her the Catwoman. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody knows about her Catwoman, but everybody knows that she's not the Catwoman like Selina Kyle Catwoman, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Just like you have multiple Flashes and Green Lanterns, you can have multiple Catwomans. You know what I'm saying? That way, when DC needs to put a black Catwoman on screen, instead of calling her Selina Kyle, call her Patient Phillips, but just make sure that she has no relationship with Batman. That way you can still get that diversity and inclusion of Catwoman still being there. So you see how I'm kind of tying everything back together, where you can do diversity and inclusion without her feeling like she's replacing Selina Kyle, if that makes sense, because Patience Phillips isn't going to be in Gotham anyway. Like, the character is going to be introduced in Batman stuff, but she's not going to be in Gotham because her story is completely different than Selina Kyle, because she's going around the world doing stuff, and she's going to be mentored by that lady in the Catwoman movie and stuff like that, about mystical cat items or whatever. And because we don't want everybody to get mystical cat mumbo jumbo kind of things. You know what I'm saying? Then you can come up with like villains that'll target her or whatever and stuff like that. You know what I mean? And then you can come up with a whole crew of villains or something like that. But also tie her with the Birds of Prey. That way she's a female Catwoman that can make sense with that team, where she is an anti-hero when she needs to be, but she's not villainous at all. You know what I'm saying? But you can still kind of play around with her morality kind of thing or whatever. So that kind of makes sense. If that makes sense. I just kind of wanted to kind of throw that idea out there so people can kind of see what I'm saying when I'm talking about, trying to make Patient Phillips work as a character. Because I was thinking about it, because I drew Patient Phillips for the DC October thing, DC Tober, and I decided to use Patient Phillips Catwoman as it, so it kind of renewed my interest in that Catwoman. Even though the movie was horrible, Halle Berry still gorgeous as fuck in the movie, but the movie was hot garbage. But it also got me thinking, like, how can we make this character work without her replacing, because we already know that DC already been trying to race swap Selena Kyle. And I'm like, instead of race swapping Selena Kyle, just replace her. Well, not really replace her, but at least use Patience Phillips as Catwoman, so it makes sense. Because instead of everybody be like, well, you know, Eartha Kitt, yeah, but the time that Eartha Kitt was Selena Kyle, they didn't let them really interact, and they canceled the fucking show while she was on it as the last Catwoman, and they couldn't pursue their relationship. So what was the point of bringing her in there? To say that we did diversity and inclusion when everybody said that they didn't like it in the first place? Because she was there as a token. Like, don't get me wrong, I love Eartha Kitt. I think Eartha Kitt makes a marvelous Catwoman, but not Selena Kyle Catwoman. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's jarring for the audience back then, and y'all doing it today. It's weird. Like, y'all keep trying to make Catwoman black, Selena Kyle specifically black, instead of just saying like, hey, we're going to have a Catwoman, her name is going to be different, we're going to give her a different origin from Catwoman. You know what I mean? Like, stop trying to make everything diverse and inclusive. It doesn't work. But you see how I'm trying to make Patience Phillips work as a character? You see how I did that, where I'm not doing it because, oh, she's a token Catwoman. No, I'm doing it because, first off, you want some original, you want a character who happened to be black, who can do some of the things that Catwoman can do, but you don't need to replace Catwoman to do it, because you can still have Catwoman solo run, but then you can have Patience Phillips Catwoman run doing something completely different, but she'll be teamed up with the Birds of Prey. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, so you can still do like a spin-off comic book series from Dawn of DC Birds of Prey, but have her as the wild card instead of Harley Quinn. That would make way more logical sense than anything else. You get what I'm saying? You see how I made that work? You know? Even though I know a lot of people do not like that movie, because the movie was hot shit. I don't care what nobody say. We all know the movie was hot shit. But let's at least try to fix the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? At least do something like that where we can fix Patience Phillips. We can still have her involved in the mythos of Batman, I guess, if you want to tie it to Batman. Or you can be like, hey, Catwoman inspires other people. Like, y'all really think that Catwoman wouldn't inspire other people to be Catwoman themselves? I'm just being honest. And it's way better than what they did with the new Batman, where he steals a prototype Batman suit and the Fox family steal Bruce Wayne's fortune and stuff like that. That's way better. I think my ideal is way better. Could I go in a little bit more details? I could, but I'm not gonna do all of that. Why do DC job? But if you do want to see my Patience Phillips Catwoman, it is on my Instagram. So check out the Instagram in the link below. Yeah, that's it actually. I just want to get that out there. But yeah, those are my thoughts. Tell me what you guys think in the comments below. Follow me here on YouTube. Follow my socials. So X and Twitter. No, X and Instagram. Lord have mercy, I said Twitter, which I forgot is X now. Follow them. That's where I post my drawings at. X, I barely be on it like that. I know I'm so terrible at, I'm so terrible at not getting it together. I need to get it together. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I get on not Instagram. I get on X for a little bit, and then I was like, yep, I forgot. This is why I do not get on X, because it's just like, and I'm not about to be consumed by social media like that. So, with Instagram, I go on there to like other people's stuff. And hopefully you guys like my drawings. But that's really about it. But yeah, sorry. Patience Phillips Catwoman. What did you think? Did you guys watch the 2004 movie? Let me know in the comment section below. And I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.